Hey everybody, Michael Snyder here, California Weather Watch, January 20th edition here, taking a look at the infrared satellite imagery. You can see there's a system continuing to move across Arizona right now, but pretty clear across the state of California. You can see the ridge across the region right now. Frontal system's going to move across Pacific Northwest, just clip maybe some extreme areas in Northern California here, but mainly the effects of that are going to be some high pressure building up over the Great Basin here and some Santa Ana winds moving across the area here. And it does look like into the extended, we are going to change back to an active pattern here, maybe in the 10 to 15 day range here. We'll take a brief look at that here coming up. Now, taking a look here, this was the rainfall totals here between December 26th and January 19th. And you can see if you look at San Fran downtown, that was 78% of the annual rainfall normal there. Oakland, 89%. Redwood City, you get the gist there as you look down through the total rainfall in inches during that time frame. And the normal annual rainfall shown here in the center portion of that graph there. So a nice graphic here from the National Weather Service San Francisco Bay Area there. And this is one I showed in my other video yesterday. The areas with the light purple here, over 30 inches of water equivalent precipitation. Of course, much of that fell as snowfall here across the Sierra Nevada here, but along the coastal areas, this was all rainfall out there. That's why we got this flooding going on and whatnot. And you can see for Oakland, San Fran International Airport in Stockton, California, that was the rainiest 23-day period ever there from December 26th to January 17th, 2023 there. So pretty impressive set of atmospheric rivers moving through the state there the last few weeks. Nice needed break here coming up before maybe we'll start to turn active again here through the extended forecast. Now looking at the U.S. monthly drought outlook, you can see this area of tan right here means drought remains but improves. And we did wipe a lot of that. All of the exceptional and extreme drought is gone from the state here. You can see some areas off to the southeast, drought persists here, but drought removal is likely for some areas across Northern California and Southern California here as well. So very much needed there. This is the seasonal drought outlook here as you go on in through the end of April, and you can see the expected drought is going to persist for mainly the southern half of California here, Nevada, but you can see there's also drought removal likely for some portions of Central California as well, and some drought remains but improves also there. So just a heads up there. You know, the drought has improved. It's not totally gone yet according to the drought monitor. This is looking before and after here. The atmospheric rivers here, December 26th through January 17th there. You can see the extreme improvement here, the removal of the exceptional and extreme drought here. Now there's just some severe and moderate drought across the region here. So very much needed there with those atmospheric rivers going through. Now taking a look here, I want to show you guys the Santa Ana winds coming up here. You can see this pick up a little bit on the later morning hours today. Not that strong around here as we go through Friday into Saturday morning here as far as the Santa Ana's. But watch what happens as we go on into Monday here. You can see early Monday morning Santa Ana's are blowing pretty good. You can see them coming through the canyons here and the lower elevations we go on into Monday morning here. You can see the high pressure kind of setting up across Nevada there, and this continues on in through Monday afternoon. The good news about that is that I'm about to show you here on this one, the relative humidities do drop off a bit here, but they're not of the extreme nature of what they can get, especially in the summertime here. As we move out into Monday here, you can see they get down to the 20s here, but not the extremely low relative humidity values. And we're not expecting any fire. I don't see any discussion of any kind of fire danger or anything like that. Maybe some very localized stuff going on here. You know, anytime you have winds and some low humidities, there's always that potential, but should not be a widespread threat here. As you can see, these gusts going down through areas of Southern California with the Santa Ana winds. Now, this is looking at the NAM 12 km. This is hot off the press as a 12Z run. That's 4 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. This is 10-meter accumulated max wind gust. See the first round here, not too bad, but as you get into the second round here, watch this. You can see some of these gusts expected, some up into the 40s and even 50s here for some of the higher terrain and some of the gap areas, the valley areas, canyon areas, for example. So just a heads up for that as we go on in through the day Monday shown here. Now, this is looking, we got the king tides coming up here Friday the 20th through the 23rd. So watch out for that because we have some rounds of some decent swells coming in here. And these tides can really enhance some of those impacts there as well. Sneaker waves, that would be an impact related to those king tides as well. So never turn your back on the ocean. Watch out. This really includes the entire California coastline here. And now looking for this down for Southern California too. Look at this, got some frost and freeze watches out there even. Take a look at that. Some pretty chilly temperatures for Southern California, mainly Apple and Lucerne valleys out there. And the frost advisories, lows down below freezing possible. Inland Empire, 10 p.m. Friday through 8 p.m. Saturday, 8 a.m. Saturday. Now looking at maximum individual wave height here, you can see some pretty good swells moving around the coastline here today. A little bit of a break returns this weekend, and watch out for those king tides, abnormally high tides here. And some of these swells could bring some, minor coastal flooding across the area here, some sneaker waves and a little bit of beach erosion maybe. But you can see here, hazardous seas, this from the National Weather Service Los Angeles, the hazardous seas and minor coastal flooding through at least Friday. This probably will continue on through the weekend as well, on in through early next week, as you saw those swells moving around on the map there that I just showed you there. So good graphic here from the National Weather Service Los Angeles. This is just showing off for the extended towards the end of the month. You can see San Francisco International Airport. The European Ensemble runs here. This is the control in the blue. This is the conditions as best we know them. The initial conditions are unchanged. With each one of these ensemble runs, we tweak the initial conditions to try to correct for any errors we may have in our initial condition calculations here. So you can see kind of an agreement here that we're going to return back to more of an active pattern here towards the end of January, towards early February here. We'll continue to watch that day by day as we go. This is Los Angeles here, just kind of showing that too. You can see some of these ensembles do have no precipitation, however, there. So it's still a ways out. There's still a great deal of uncertainty in how this is going to unfold as we go on in through early February. This is Lake Tahoe, perhaps a return to snowfall as we go on into early February as well. Just kind of giving you a heads up when we're supposed to turn back to a potentially active pattern shown here. So anyway, yeah, pretty quiet weather coming up here across the state of California, but I wanted to do that drought update there and talk about the Santa Ana winds a little bit here, but maybe a return to some active weather towards the end of the month, early February, as I said. But anyway, yeah, we're up over 30,000 subscribers here. Click like, subscribe, tell your friends, turn your notifications on, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. And I may include the briefings tomorrow unless some kind of big change comes in the Santa Ana winds or something notable happens there. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a good day.